I just wanted to record a quick video about stay-at-home mums, and I read something on a Facebook group that I'm a member of on the weekend about, it was an anonymous post from a stay-at-home mother, and she was alluding to depression, I guess, and the judgment that she felt was heaped on her by society, her peers. I don't know, I wasn't clear. But the point was that she was really struggling under the weight of the amount of work that she had to do, the hiddenness of it, and she felt completely undervalued. And so I've put together a blog post this week on my view on stay-at-home mothers and the debate, as we call it, stay-at-home mother versus the working mother. And gosh, I wish there wasn't a battle at all. There are valid reasons on both sides, and in the middle there's just people who have absolutely no choice but to do one thing or the other. The childcare costs in the UK have risen exponentially over the last 5 years. They are punitive, and if you go back to work, there is a bewildering morass of legislation that you have to pick through to work out what the benefits are. For me, I went back to work because I needed to for myself. I wanted to. I was a better mum. I was a better everything, friend, wife, everything, as a working person. I felt more integrated, and I had the ability to do so because I was able to set up some childcare. I could afford it, and hence I'm back in work. When I was at home, however, I remember getting so frustrated one day with my son, and knowing that shouting and hitting is probably not a good idea, went into a cupboard with a chopping board and I bit it so hard that I chipped my tooth. So frustrated was I. I remember feeling completely hidden as a stay-at-home mother. I felt invisible. I did not know what to say I did when I was out at a party or at a bar, other than I'm just at home with kids. I'm sorry, stay-at-home parents, I apologise to you. I sold us up the Swanee. I just didn't have a good strap line. Now I would. Stay-at-home parents, I see you, I value what you do. You are the fabric of society. But the point I want to make here is that I think that more than the problem of us judging the other person, so if I'm a stay-at-home mother, I may be judging the mother who rushes to the school gate, drops their child off, and then goes to work in a flurry of silk scarves and high heels and mobile phones. Or if I'm a working mother, I might envy the stay-at-home mother and think that they're indulgent, or whatever the things are that we say about stay-at-home mothers when we stand in judgment. I think the big problem is that actually we're judging ourselves, and the inner critic is raging in us when we feel that we have to cast around and look at other people's deals and make comment on them. It is just enough to be, and I know I'm just talking about parents here, but it's just enough to be looking after small children and trying to bring them up in this world with all of its issues and challenges, and instill values in them. Whether you're working or whether you're not, it doesn't matter. But if you are thinking about this debate, then I'd urge you to stop it. Recognize the person next to you who you think is struggling in whatever field, whatever choice that they have made. But please don't judge yourself, because I think a lot of this judgment, a lot of this criticism, a lot of this, if you Google stay at home or SAHM, there are so many dads who stay at home now, and long may that continue. but the Googling stay-at-home mum v working mum, there are pages and pages and pages on Google, and yeah, just let people be, but let yourself be. Let yourself do what you want to do, honor your own choices, and be really confident in them. That is my message through all of this. Just don't let that inner critic creep up and let you start to doubt what you're doing, then doubt what other people are doing. It comes back to, what are you about? What are your values? What do you believe in? What works for your family unit? What works for the children that you have? How will you as an individual, given the choices and the constraints that you have, want to fill your week? Do you want to be out at work, all things considered, or do you want to be at home? I put together on my website, there is a questionnaire that you can work through. It's called Am I Ready for Work? There are plenty of them out there, but I do have one. So please jump on to www.comebackgirl.com and have a look at that and assess whether you are in the camp that's perhaps wanting to get back into work and you want to have a little think about whether or not that would work. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others, but don't judge yourself. Let that inner voice that tells you that what you're doing is wrong, really sit down and challenge it. Take some time out of your day and think, okay, what is that head jazz all about? Is it valid? Do I need to make some changes, or do I just need to tell it to shut up? Whatever your choices are, I honour you for them, honour yourself for them as well.